David Fincher's Fight Club, based off the novel with the same title, follows the journey of the narrator, who is going through a very strange time in his life. The catalyst and fuel for the extreme changes he is making in his life is Tyler Durden. This video will focus on the development of Tyler's character and reveal the relationship between himself and the narrator. The introduction, set to a fast-paced techno beat, takes the audience through the brain of the narrator. Often, introductions like this have little or no meaning to the film, but here, the trailing path shot of the brain is a foreshadowing of who Tyler Durden really is. He is all in the narrator's head. Fincher effectively uses narrative fragmentation, presenting the audience with the end of the film first. Subtle hints are given to the nature of Tyler when the narrator points out how he knows the plans of Project Mayhem. I know this because Tyler knows this. Before Tyler is actually introduced in the film, he is presented 4 times in flashes of a single frame, following the narrator in his pursuit to find what he is missing so he can finally sleep. The group therapy sessions the narrator is attending, as inadvertently recommended by a doctor, only treat the symptoms of his insomnia, but not the root causes of the problems that he is having within and about himself. Thus, Tyler begins to take shape subconsciously as the cure. Tyler is finally introduced to the narrator just over 20 minutes into the film. His talk of oxygen masks, soap, and napalm from orange juice and gasoline are Tyler's subtle way of telling the narrator that he not only exists, but that he is unique and important. The narrator replies with, "Tyler, you are by far the most interesting single-serving friend I have ever met." When the narrator's apartment blows up, he is forced to call one of the only 2 people he knows, Marla or Tyler. He chooses Tyler because he is curious and wants to know more about him. When they meet at the bar, Tyler's philosophy on life is the new, fresh perspective that the narrator needs. I say, never be complete. I say, stop being perfect. I say, let's evolve. Let the chips fall where they may. The things that you own end up owning you. How much can you know about yourself if you've never been in a fight? Tyler is everything to the narrator. He's everything the narrator wants for himself. He is bold, good-looking, smart, capable, and free. Tyler's purpose is to help the narrator evolve. Starting the Fight Club was the first step in that progression. The scene with the lie is another powerful and important step. Tyler is helping him realize that to become like him, he has to sacrifice his old self, as he quotes several profound statements to the narrator, who is in excruciating pain. Without pain, without sacrifice, we would have nothing. What you're feeling is premature enlightenment. This is the greatest moment of your life. It is only after we've lost everything that we are free to do anything. These statements set up and foreshadow greater events to come. It is worth noting that the scar on Tyler's hand are shown here for the first time because they don't exist before this moment, because they didn't exist on the narrator's hand. Another subtle hint on the connection that they share. One of Tyler's homework assignments that he brings the narrator along with is holding a store clerk up at gunpoint. Tyler's goal is to enlighten the narrator and show as well as all those around him. His extreme method of getting the clerk to go back to school shows the narrator, as well as the audience, that Tyler is willing to go to extreme lengths to get the things done and to reach his goals. Sooner or later, we all became who Tyler wanted us to be. Tyler has reached the point where his club needs to grow into an operation. He starts pushing the limit of the people around him, so that he can be more effective on a larger scale. The narrator states, Tyler built himself an army. Why was Tyler Durden building an army? For what purpose? For what greater good? In Tyler we trusted. This marks a point of no return. The narrator is well on his way to becoming Tyler. Here we have the big reveal. All the subtle hints pointed at this, but here it reaches the transition from feeling to knowledge. The narrator is Tyler Durden. Fincher makes excellent use of flashbacks here, replaying scenes with the new perspective that Tyler exists only in the narrator's head. Tyler's purpose is almost complete, and his goal is explicit, as he states, "Little by little, you're just letting yourself become Tyler Durden."